it's Sunday morning now, so I've stayed one night in the hospital, and so far I've done the MRI, seen the specialist, and I've not seen him today yet. Most of the time my knee will be under cryo treatment. It's just cold water circulating on it. I don't have it now because they changed the ice. The machine is just there actually. I used to use that on my right knee when I tore my ACL many years ago. After wearing it for one whole night, my knee is so stiff right now. I can not bend it like how I could bend it yesterday. Like this is normal, and it's so tight. So the cryotherapy thing, it's not too cold, so you can leave it on for as long as you need it. I have it on about 90% of the time, and once I take it off, I really stretch out my leg. When I tore the ACL on my right knee, it was like completely flat. It was so swollen. But this one, you can still see the kneecap. My knee is fine for straight movements, but side to side, it's a bit unstable. Anyway, back to the room. So my room is pretty big. I'll put the video Adriana took for my whole room. Outside there is also part of my room. I think they just renovated it because outside there, there's literally only empty space. And the worst part is I have like this glass window for people to look at me. On top of that, there is so many people who mistakenly come into my room and just stare at me and then they leave. So it's a pretty weird situation, but it's a really nice room. One thing that really annoys me, that TV is not straight. It's not aligned at all. So I did the MRI yesterday, and unfortunately the radiologist is not there to analyze the results. But from what the specialist assumed when we first met is that my kneecap dislocated. Obviously, one of the first few things I asked him is, how long is the recovery? And he said maybe 6 weeks. So I was checking my calendar, and 6 weeks is fine. I'm gonna probably miss out on the Viper Challenge in Penang. I'll still have to go though because I bought my flights. Most likely won't participate. 6 weeks of recovery if it's the kneecap dislocation, and 7 weeks from today is my Spartan race in Philippines. Priority is recovery and making sure it is just as strong or stronger. I hope the video and audio is okay because I'm recording using my phone. Anyway, the nurse came in, took my food away, and this is the machine up close. So there's ice water inside here and it's powered. I think you can hear the machine running. It's circulating the cold water, so it's quite nice. Okay, let me show you how I put this on. So you just, ow. So you just wrap your leg. I mean, specifically the knee, because they don't want direct contact with the icy cold water. Take this part. Well, this circular cutout is meant for your kneecap. Swing it under your leg. Tighten it. What's going on? Yeah. Something like that. I wonder if this video is much better because I'm now recording on my iPad. Well, ever since I bought this iPad, I wanted to edit videos on it because it's quite powerful. I guess this would be a good opportunity for me to try that out. So let's run through the events of yesterday. So after the injury, which I also have the video of, it didn't look bad. I just landed properly, but it's probably the twisting motion in my leg. When I look at the video, I'm reminded of pain. So first things first, that happened. The medic and the Morsa team were quick to help me off the course. The medics were great. They applied some cooling gel and wrapped my knee. As I was leaving, the Morsa president actually came to my car and still gave me my finisher medal, which was really, really nice. And he said, Thanks for participating. We've shortlisted you anyway, which is really amazing for them to look at my capabilities despite how it ended. So that happened. Yeah, with my non-functioning left knee, I drove to the hospital. I picked up Adriana first. I still drove after picking her up because to move from the driver's seat to the passenger was a bit difficult. We went to SGMC, Subang Jaya Medical Center. We went through emergency. When you go through emergency, the doctors rush out, and I asked them, I think I've dislocated my knee. Is that an emergency? Because my face is just, everything looks okay, and I'm driving also, and I'm checking myself in. So went through emergency. Had an initial assessment by one of the doctors. She asked me if I was in any pain, and legit, the answer I told her was yes, emotionally. Because I wasn't in any physical pain, maybe slight discomfort, but I was just really disappointed it happened. Because it's a real setback for athletes. She referred me to a specialist. So eventually I met the specialist, and I'll put the picture of his office here. He collects these artifacts from all over the world. When he assessed my leg, he thinks that I dislocated my kneecap. So I told him I wanted an MRI, and he agreed. But the process of getting the MRI from seeing him, I think was more than 5 hours. Because the first problem is I didn't have a room. Even though my room right now is the most expensive room, it was full. Finally, I got a room. The MRI didn't come immediately because it was slightly later in the evening. They had to call back the MRI specialist to come back from his house. He was on call. I asked him if he could tell me anything from the results, but his job scope is only to do the MRI. He said the radiologist is not in to analyze the results. After that, I went back to my room. My brother came with my stuff. Then Adriana came with some chicken soup. So, why chicken soup? Because she was googling on how to repair your tissues, ligaments, and cartilage. I think I can't really recall right now. And one of the best foods to consume is cartilage and collagen or something like that. So I think that pretty much sums up the first night. After they went back, there was nothing much. I was just on YouTube watching the TV that is not straight up there. So the doctor just came in with the MRI results, and I think you can tell from my face it's worse than expected. Look at the first sentence. Complete tear of the ACL. I don't really know what to feel right now. I was really sad when I got the news, but I obviously didn't show it to the doctor. I've had ACL and meniscus tear on this knee, and my point is, I know how difficult it's going to be. ACL is pretty much going to put you out for 6 months. I remember I had to learn to walk again, and yeah, it's just a very difficult journey. Today is Sunday. The earliest they can operate me is on Tuesday. So I guess the tone of the video from this point onwards is not really going to be the most positive. So I think I will end it here. The next step is surgery. I guess that will be the focus of the next episode. And the video after that will be focusing on recovery. That's the plan. 6 months. We'll get through this.